Hey guys, what is going on? Lego Man Winchester, and welcome back to another video where today I'll be counting down my top 10 Lego Ninjago sets that I have in my collection. This will only include sets in my collection currently, so for instance, Nia's Water Dragon from the later season of Ninjago won't count, so this list could possibly change constantly and just continuously. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, we have the Lego Ninjago, the Street Race of Snake Jaguar set 70639. The reason this set is on the list is because this is one of the first Ninjago sets that I did get when I originally got into Ninjago. I think the very first one I did get was the Katana V11, but I definitely think this one is a lot more better than that set because I really love the builds for the motorbikes. They really stand out and they're just really unique because we really don't see too many bikes like this, especially Mr. East. I really love the design and the color scheme for that, and the minifigs as well are really awesome because at the time I think this is the cheapest set to get Mr. E, and when I first saw Ninjago or even this set I really had no idea like who Mr. E was, but now I do, so it's really awesome to actually have him in my collection. At number 9, we have the Lego Ninjago Journey to the Skull Dungeon set 71717. The reason this set is so high is because I really love the build for the dungeon itself with the really nice features and the amount of detailing included, but I just wish they maybe added more to the back because at the back there's only just like a bed area, and then I think there's like this sort of pot as well. I just wish they added more to it. They could have very easily just made a bit more of a design at the back because the front looks really awesome. I really love the rock design with like the love and then like the play feature for like the J or so where J is really awesome, but I just wish they maybe added more to the back. And for a $39 set, I definitely think the 4 minifigs are really awesome to get, especially Jay, Lloyd, and Nia. To get in such a cheap set altogether, I think is really awesome. And considering getting 3 of the main ninja in this set is really awesome, instead of getting the more expensive ones just to get, like, for instance, Nia or Jay, because I think Lloyd does come in a couple of other sets. At number 8, we have the Lego Ninjago, the Gamers Market set 71708. So I definitely think, and I think a lot of people can relate, that the strongest part about this set would be the minifig selection, because I think getting 9, I believe, minifigs in this set for a price of maybe, I think it was like $49 is definitely worth it, especially for a few exclusive minifigs, which are Harumi, Cole, and then Nia, and I can't forget Pink Zane, which I think is a really awesome minifig inclusion, and I think this is one of the main reasons why so many people got the set, and I think the builds with like the 3 sections are really awesome. Very simple designs, but I think they're a really nice inclusion. So I definitely think the strongest part about this set is the minifigs. However, as I said, I really like the design for the builds. Very simple, but they just work really nicely to create like this sort of gamers market, because they could have just very easily created these very boring and plain builds, but I really love the design of them, and they just work really nicely to boost the price up. But I think the strongest part about this set is the minifigs, because I don't think we've ever gotten this amount of minifigs in a Ninjago set ever, so it's really awesome to see LEGO experimenting with. Coming up at number 7, we have the LEGO Ninjago, the Boulder Blaster set 71736. Now the reason this set is at this position on the list is because this is a really awesome set, and what I really love about it is it's not just a playable like build, it's as well as a display piece for the older fans of LEGO, and I think that's a really awesome idea. Instead of just having this as like a playable set, I really love how LEGO have gone beyond and beyond to create this really awesome display piece with its own stand made out of like Technic pieces, and I really love the design for it, and it's definitely a really big improvement on the original one, because this is the legacy version of the Boulder Blaster when Season 4 first did come out, and I think the minifigs are an okay inclusion. I kind of wish we maybe got someone else instead of just getting Chen in all of these Season 4 Legacy sets. The golden version of Kai is really awesome. And number 6 is the Lego Ninjago Legacy, the Tournament of Elements set 71735. This set is very similar to the Gamers Market, whereas the minifig selection is really awesome for the price of the set. However, where I think this set is better than the Gamers Market is the build, because it looks really awesome. I love the design for it with the color scheme, and I also really love the overall stickers in this set. I think there was only stickers on like those banner pieces, but they just look really awesome, and I really love how it is designed in like this sort of Japanese or Chinese design. And I think the minifig selection is really awesome, where you do get a lot of really exclusive minifigs. I don't think it is as many as the Gamers Market, and I just wish we just got another or a different minifig than getting Izor again, because he's in all the legacy sets. It would have been such a perfect opportunity to get Klaus or even Chen for the Tournament of Elements set, but we just got stuck with Izor, which is definitely quite a letdown. Now, moving on to the top 5, we have the Lego Ninjago, the Keeper's Village set 71747. Where I think this set is the strongest is with the build, because I really love the design for it, with like the sort of landscape area with the plans, and then also like the abandoned slash like rundown building. I really love how it does look with like that totem. I really love the design for that, and the build for like the snake head and like the cave is really awesome. But I really love how it does look. It looks really awesome as a set, and I think the minifig selection is definitely really awesome, especially getting Chief Momortis in a different set, because the only other set he does come in was the Catamaran Seabelt, and I'm really glad he came in one other set, because I didn't want to get that set just for him, because I'm really not a huge fan of that set, and I'm really glad we actually do get the rest of the ninja in this set, because I'm really glad I didn't have to get this Catamaran Sea Battle just for the other ninja. However, I think the build for this set and as a display piece looks really, really awesome. And number 4 is the Lego Ninjago, the Stormbringer set 70652. Apart from this set having 2 exclusive minifigs, which are Muzzle and Daddy No Legs, I think the strongest part about this set is the design for the dragon, and how unique it is, because usually with dragons, and when we do think of dragons, we think of a flying creature with wings, and this one doesn't have any wings, and that's why I think it is so unique and such an awesome dragon, because it just doesn't have wings and just stands out from other dragons from other sets, including Ninjago. And I think the color scheme as well looks really awesome, with that blue and the dark blue, as well as like the black and the grey, because usually with dragons, for instance, being a gold dragon and having a grey sort of ball joints really wouldn't work, where I think this one works really nice, because they both work as a color and they contrast very nicely together. However, I really love the texturing for the dragon as well, because usually dragons are quite flat and really don't show too much texturing to it, whereas this one looks really awesome with the design and the texturing. Now moving on to the top 3, we have the Lego Ninjago Ronin Rex set 70735. Where I think this set is better than most ships or even any sort of transportation with flight, is different compared to other ones from Ninjago or even other sets, is the overall design, because it's really unique with the design and just how much is involved with the design, and the color scheme looks really awesome as well. I think it's really interesting how it's on like this sort of sideways type design, very similar to the slave one from Star Wars, but I definitely think this one just works a little more better with like the design and just how much is involved with the overall features and detailing for the Ronin Rex. And I think the minifig selection is alright, considering this set did come out in 2015, or around that time. I think the minifig selection is okay, but I think it could be better. I wish we got like another ninja instead of just getting Kai in like his possession sort of suit. I think it would have been a lot better if we got like maybe another minifig, including like the Ghost, Ronin, and I think there might have been like another Ghost and then Kai. So I just wish we maybe got like another ninja. And number 2, we have the Lego Ninjago Legacy Zane's Titan Mech Battle Set 71738. Where I think this set is the strongest compared to other sets, because usually the strongest part about those sets were the minifigs. I think the build is the strongest part about this set, because with the minifigs you only do get 2 exclusive minifigs, which I think are Zane from Season 5, but he might become a non-exclusive minifig in other Legacy sets in the future, and then the main minifig for the set is the 10th anniversary J, because you do get the 2 ghost minifigs in other sets. So I really love the build for this set. I really love how it does look. All the designs look really awesome for like the body, the legs, and the arms, and all the movable parts are really awesome, because when you think of mechs and like sort of transformers in a way, you think like movable parts instead of just being like really stiff and only can move like say an inch depending on like what it actually is built from, or the parts you use to build it. And I really love how you can move the legs a lot, like you can turn the body, you can put a minifig inside of like the cockpit or the sort of torso of the mech, you can move the arms, the head. So I really love just how much moves in this set, and I think it looks really awesome as well for like the height, instead of just being like a very small compacted mech. I really love the sizing of it, but by far the color scheme looks really awesome. So finally, at number 1, we have the Lego Ninjago, the Empire Temple of Madness set 71712. So why this set is number 1 is because this is one of the biggest Ninjago sets that I've ever gotten, and I definitely think it's really, really awesome, especially with the build being so tall. This is probably one of like the biggest and tallest Lego sets that I've ever gotten. Where I think this stands out from other sets is that both the minifig selection and the build is really awesome, because where some builds are really awesome in other sets, however then there can be minifigs what are awesome in other sets. I think this set, both the build and the minifigs are really awesome, especially with the exclusive Cole, and I think the minifig selection for the prize is definitely pretty reasonable, getting Cole an exclusive minifig, and then also the other exclusive minifig in this set. However, I think Jay, Unagami, and I believe it's Lloyd, I believe so, are really awesome minifigs to get in this set. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions on my top 10 Lego Ninjago sets in my collection, because I thought it was really interesting seeing what my favorite Ninjago sets are, because there's a lot of similarities and differences between each of these sets, and as I said at the start of the video, this could constantly and continuously change throughout the years of Ninjago being present, because there's a lot of awesome sets in the latest wave of Ninjago, which I hope to get around Christmas time or even earlier. So definitely stay tuned for just different updates and continuous changes on my top 10 Lego Ninjago sets. So as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you have your own favorite Ninjago sets, I would definitely love to hear that. And as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can see you soon. Goodbye.